into the 24th frame, with Mountjoy breaking off and requiring just one frame. His opponent, David Taylor, now trailing by 5 frames and with an almost impossible task in front of him. He's played so brilliantly throughout the 23 frames so far of this 29-frame final. He played brilliantly in the earlier stages of the championship by taking care of the current champion Patsy Fagan, his fellow Mancunian John Virgo, and then of course he defeated and disposed of Alex Hurricane Higgins. But he found his match when he came up against this champion from the Rumney Valleys, Doug Mountjoy.
1, David Taylor.
And Mountjoy, I think quite deliberately, has split those reds. He's in a very confident mood. He has at the moment, Mountjoy, the highest break of the final, a break of 68. But the highest break of the championship is still in the hands of Graham Miles with a break of 139. And for that, he's likely to receive the highest break prize, which is £500. It must be said that Doug Mountjoy has possibly been the more consistent of the two players throughout this final, but then one must appreciate the tensions that David Taylor here has been under. His possibility of gaining a crown, the UK title, a title he would have dearly loved to have donned. For at the moment, David is without a title, not having, in fact, got to the top of the professional tree since he turned professional after winning the World Amateur title way back in 1968. Taylor here, tucked up underneath the cushion and by the side of the black. He has, over the 10 years that he's been a professional, a wealth of experience. With all his experience and his wiliness, we've nicknamed him the Silver Fox. That, of course, due to the picture on your screen at the moment, an attractive 34-year-old Mancunian with a head of most beautiful silver hair. And that could be dangerous. Mountjoy with a chance of cutting this red back into the bottom.
6. 7. 12.
In with a chance of a big break here is Mountjoy.
13. 18.
Nicely
19.
onto the pink. 'Red into the top left pocket and then the
25.
black.
26.
Well, he's left himself on the pink.
32.
Break now 32.
33. 39. 40.
Going out in a blaze of glory.
Forty-six.
Trifle too hard on this red. So far, he's ignored that black.
Forty-seven.
And a lovely shot there. Takes the break to 54. Still 6 reds there.
55.
Back on the pink. David Taylor sits quietly in his chair, watching the Welshman build up a magnificent break to go out in this blaze of glory, the one frame he requires to become United Kingdom Professional Champion 1978.
62.
66.
66.
Beautifully played. Leaves the choice of 2 reds into the centre pocket.
73.
Break standing at 73.
74. 80.
The last but 1 red, and still a possible 43 on the table. He can't reach Graham Miles's break of 139, but he can certainly make 100 and more. Has the problem of this last red, and he's kissed the yellow. Our audience completely glued to their seats, and a brilliant shot. Absolute brilliance by Doug Mountjoy, the current pot black holder, the Benson and Hedges Masters champion, 1977, going now towards and taking the United Kingdom title, 78.
95.
98.
98.
A fabulous performance in this, the 24th frame of our 29 frame final. 102 and still 18 points to go. He thanks our packed audience for their applause and gets down to the blue. What a great performance by this 36-year-old man from Ebervale, Gwent.
130.
And this final black gives him the crown of UK Professional Snooker Champion and a magnificent break of 120.
Doug Mountjoy taking the applause, and well deserved. Many congratulations, Doug.
Thank you, David.
I think there can be no better way to finish than that. The pockets must have looked a mile wide.
Well, you dream of finishing like that, so I'm very, very lucky that I had the chance to.
Really has got to be the dream finish of all time, and to hear that phrase, United Kingdom Professional Snooker Champion, must be ringing very sweet in your ears at the moment.
I'm very relieved.
I think we even detected a little smile on your face with 3 colours still to go down. You were breathing it, weren't you?
Well, I knew I'd won, obviously,
Yeah, right.
so I could relax.
Relieved indeed, I think, because you knew that David Taylor's played superbly in these championships, and there was always a chance that he might come back at you.
Well, he's played really well throughout the tournament, and he gave me one hell of a match. I'm very fortunate to have won.
But suddenly the Mountjoy potting machine was working well.
Thankfully, yes.
Well, Doug Mountjoy, well done indeed. The Coral United Kingdom Professional Snooker Champion of 1978. Well done. And Mr. Joe Coral, President of the Coral Leisure Group, accompanied by Mr. Tony Moore, Managing Director of Coral Racing Limited, presenting the cheque and, of course, the trophy.